Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha, Srimat Varavaramaniya Namaha, Srizailesrayopatram Devatyadignanavam, Itindra Pranam Manderam Nijamadramnim, Lakshmi Nadasamarambham Nadayamana Madhyamam, Smadacharya Pariyantam, Mande Guru Paramparam, Akhilatma Grahavasam, Agnyatmarabham, Ashasanam Sharanam Mande, Anantari Desigam, Srimat Ramanujaya, Sri Padamburatvam, Sadattamada Sundarim, Anantari Mahambhaje, Dravidaha Bhavattaram, Anantari Kulodbham, Srinivasaidanam, Sri Ranganatha Mahambhaje. Hello everyone. Adiyenuடைய பேர் is Prasanna. Adiyen lives in Sydney, Australia, and Adiyen actually moved here when he was 3 years old. Adiyenuடைய schooling, university, வேலை எல்லாமே இங்கதான். Bit of background about myself. Adiyen has done a double degree in accounting and finance, and also completed his chartered accountancy a couple of years ago. Adiyen started working in 2017. For the first 2.5 years, Ernst & Young audit learner, and the last 4 years ஒரு Australian company senior analyst in the finance business partnering space. So that is a bit of a background about my professional career. Adiyenuடைய family is based in Chennai, and எங்களுடைய ஊர் Serangulam, which is located near Mannargudi. Adiyenuடைய ஆச்சாரியன் is உவே ரங்கநாதன் சுவாமி, அவர் குட்டி சுவாமின்னு சொல்லுவோம். அவர் திருமலை அனந்தாழ்வான் திருவம்சத்தை சேர்ந்தவர். அவர் அடியனுடைய பஞ்சசம்ஸ்காரம் ஆச்சாரிய, and எங்களுடைய family has had the திருவடி சம்பந்தம் of திருமலை அனந்தாழ்வான் for a very, very long time, since the days of my great grandpa and before that probably. Honestly சொல்லணும்னா, it is only through Swami's blessings that we are doing any kainkariam or any performing any ஞானம் or அனுஷ்டானம். எல்லாமே அவரோட அனுகிரகத்தினால தான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். And in this presentation, if there is anything good, எல்லாம் சுவாமியை தான் சேரும். If there is any குறைகள், அது அடியனை தான். The initiative has kicked off at a great time. After several years of challenges and struggles, the Ayodhya Mandir has been re-inaugurated, and Lord Rama is finally back at his place of birth. Sri Ramayanam நம்ம சம்பிரதாயத்துக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். அதாவது நம்ம ஸ்ரீ வைஷ்ணவ சம்பிரதாயத்தை என்ன சொல்லுவாங்கன்னா, 2 தூண்கள்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஒன்று திருவாய்மொழி, இன்னொன்று ஸ்ரீராமாயணம். அதுக்கு சரணாகதி சாஸ்திரம்னே பேரு. தர்மம்னா என்னன்னு ஒரு விசாரம் பண்ணும்போது அதுக்கு ஒரு அர்த்தம் பகவானே தர்மம், அதாவது ராமோ விக்கிரவான் தர்மஹா. நம்ம பூர்வாச்சாரியர் எல்லாமே ராமருடைய கல்யாண குணங்களை நிறைய செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணியிருக்காரு. சுவாமி நம்மாழ்வார் திருவாய்மொழியில என்ன பாடுறாருன்னா, கற்பார் ராமபிரால் எல்லாம் மற்றும் கற்பரோ. அதுக்கு நம் பிள்ளையுடைய வியாக்கியானம்னா, மற்றதெல்லாம் எதுக்கு கத்துக்கணும், அது ஒரு ஸ்ரீராமரே போருமே, ராமனை தெரிஞ்சுன்னா அதுவே போருமேன்னு சுவாமி நம்பிள்ளை சாதிச்சிருக்கார். சுவாமி மணவாள மாமனிகள் அவருடைய ஸ்ரீராமமங்கலத்துல மங்களம் கோசலேந்திராய மகனீய குணாத்மே சக்கரவர்த்தி தனுஜாய சார்வபௌமாய மங்களம், again highlighting the auspicious and divine qualities of Lord Rama. This is a very, very special time for the Virat Charity Trust to start, and may Lord Rama also bless them in these endeavors. Adiyen reflect பண்ணும்போது both Sri Ramayanam and Sri Ramar have had a very, very big impact in Adiyen's journey towards this. As Adiyen mentioned, Adiyen has grown up in Sydney, Australia all throughout his life. So Adiyen's exposure to Sri Vaishnavism at a very young age was limited to just visiting the local Vishnu temple, reciting a few slokams at home, and also celebrating the key Hindu events such as Deepavali or Sri Jayanti or Ramanavami, for instance. Whenever Adiyen's Apama visited India, we would always make it a duty to go and visit, number one, Asmat Acharyan in Srirangam, and secondly, visit Adiyen's Chinnatata and Chinnapati, who are also based in Srirangam. Adiyen's Chinnatata was doing Kankariam at the Ranganatha Perumal Koil, and they would take me around these sanadhis and explain the importance of these sanadhis. So this actually started building a bit of interest in Sri Vaishnavism. But Adiyen's serious journey into this really started after Adiyen had finished university. University முடிச்சதுக்கப்புறம் Adiyenum sari, Adiyenuடைய அப்பா அம்மாவும் sari, we went and visited all the key Divya Desams and other Perumal Koils that were there, be it Tirupati, Srirangam, Kanchipuram, and the surrounding temples there as well. This actually sparked an interest in Adiyen, and Adiyen decided to have conversations with those who are involved within the Sampradayam, both within the family and outside the family, to try and understand what the Sampradayam was and to gain a basic understanding. Adla, they gave me some inputs to listen to specific topics. So, this was around 2017. So 2017 to 2019, Adiyan was randomly listening to topics here and there and started to gain a bit of basic understanding and knowledge. 2020, COVID struck. அப்போ கோவிட் ஸ்ட்ரைக் ஆகும்போது நிறைய உபன்யாசகர்ஸ் and vidwans started to do a lot of topics that became available on YouTube. So அப்போ Adiyan decided to take a bit more of a structured approach and say, look, let me listen to 3 types of topics. One was Itihasangal and Puranangal, அதாவது இந்த சாத்விக புராணங்கள். Second was to know about our Purvacharyargal and the works that they have done. And then the third was to learn about the Tattvam of Vishishtadvaitam, which I found very, very interesting. So I would break up my week to listening to those. Other Adiyan eppadi pannuvanna, one would be to focus on for 15 to 30 minutes a day between Monday and Friday about a specific Itihasa or Purana. Be it, let's say, listening to Sri Ramayanam. Adiyan will try and do that 15 to 30 minutes a day, be it in the morning or be it in the afternoon after Adiyan finishes work. On Saturday, Adiyan would listen to a specific Purvacharya related work. For example, Deva Perumal Arvathaigal for about 1 hour because Adiyan had a lot more time on the weekend. And on Sunday, Adiyan would listen to Swami Embermana's Gita Bhashyam, which would explain the concept of the Bhagavad Gita in greater detail. So, Adiyan enna pannuvanna, Adiyan would then take notes of the information presented. And if Adiyan had doubts on that, Adiyan would go and seek clarification from Adiyan's Thirukumarar, Adiyan's Acharyan's Thirukumarar, or a notable Vidwan. So that would basically enable me to gain further clarity and understanding about Sampradayam. So that is the Jnanam aspect. As Adiyan started to gain more knowledge about our Sampradayam, Adiyan very funnily realized that a Sampradayam is not just about gathering knowledge alone. It is about application as well. Jnanam, Anushtanam. ஸோ ஒரு ஸ்ரீ வைஷ்ணவனா என்ன பண்ணணும், என்ன ரிசைட் பண்ணணும், எப்படி கண்டக்ட் பண்ணிக்கணும்னு அந்த உபன்யாசங்கள்லேயே they started to provide, which is very, very useful. அப்போ Adiyan started to say, look, I know a few of these slogans. I want to recite and learn more. அப்போ ஆழ்வார்களுடைய அருளிச்செயல் இருந்தது. என்னென்ன அருளிச்செயல் நித்யானுசந்தானம் டெய்லி ரிசைட் பண்ணணும்னு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நான் கேட்டேன், which was things like திருப்பல்லாண்டு, Tirupalli Ezhi, Tirupavai, Kannan Sartham, Amaladipuram, to name a few. Other Adiyan started to listen to and slowly learn Pasurams day by day and simplified that. If Adiyan was, let's say, going on a bus trip to work, Adiyan would then listen to them so that, Adiyan could memorize it a lot better. So, other slower first to vandadu. Then the next step was then learning some Purvacharya Sri Suktigal, such as Sriranga Gadyam, Yatiraja Vimsati, ஆளவந்தாரோட சதுஷ்லோகி. ஸோ இதெல்லாம் கற்றுக்கிற சமயத்தில் அதுக்கு முன்னாடி இஸ் a very important step that our Upanyasakas emphasize, which is the performance of Nitya Karmanushtanams. அப்போ Adiyan started to learn the importance of Sandhya Vandanam and why we needed to do that. So Adiyan started to practice that. Even though Adiyan's Poonal happened a long, long time ago, it was only in the last few years that Adiyan has realized the importance of that and started to practice that in further detail. So these were some of the key fundamental things. So the next step after doing this was the concept of Thiruvaranam or Yaga Samskaram, which is very important for us. Yeah. So upon the Pancha Samskaratla, the Yaga Samskaram or performing Thiruvaranam to Perumal is also a daily responsibility. அப்போ லகு திருவாராதனம்னா என்னன்னு இப்போ ஸ்லோவாக கற்றுருக்கேன். அதில் உண்டான சில ஸ்லோகங்கள், வேதத்தில் இருந்து இருக்கிற சில சூக்தங்கள், such as புருஷ சூக்தம், நாராயண சூக்தம், நாராயண உபனிஷத், அதெல்லாம் Adiyan has been slowly learning. So how I view this is, as I started to learn and also apply a few things, more doors opened up to learn even further things. And that was what I found was very, very fascinating. இப்போ Adiyan's days may vary in terms of the number of working hours. Some days, okay, some days or a lot of days, there will be days where I'm working very, very long hours. அப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும்னா, காஞ்சி பிரதிவாதி பயங்கரம் அனங்கராச்சாரியர் சொன்னது, performing சந்தியாவதனம் and also reciting Sittan Sirigalai Vanga Kadal Kada in the Madhavane Kesone, the last 2 pasanas of Tirupavai, and also reciting Acharya Dvaya Mahamantram and Vakya Guru Paramana. If I'm very pressed for time, these are the things that I would be constantly doing. So in essence, it is only through the guidance of Adiyan's Acharyans and all the Vidwans that I have gained a very, very tiny bit of Jnanam and doing even a little bit of Anushtanam. So Adiyan hopes to learn and apply myself more. By no means am I an expert. So these are some things that I thought, Adiyan thought of sharing that may help a few people listening to that. So in conclusion, I would like to thank Mayuraka for giving me this opportunity to firstly speak. And once again, best wishes to Anbil Balaji Swamy and the rest of the Virat charity members, Virat Charity Trust, for this wonderful initiative in Kainkaryam. May Perumal, Pirati and Acharyan bless everyone for this wonderful Kainkaryam. That is that. Alvar Emperumana Jiyathude Saranam Adiyan Madhura Kavidasan.